Tables are a fairly new feature in Excel, and initially it may look like it's just a formatting issue, but it has a lot of benefits for use in dashboards. So what we have here, a bit of data, you'll see it goes on for a bit, and I've just attached a graph to it, and we've got some numbers we're going to work on. So to set up a table, very simple, you highlight your data, you go to insert, and next to where the pivot tables are, there's something called table. When I click on it, it just checks, are you sure that's the area? Do you have headers? So it makes that assumption. And when I say OK, it then formats them. So you'll see, I'm just going to move that out the way. You can see the formatting is a lot neater, it's nicely banded, etc. But it does more than just this. You'll notice that when you clicked on the table, you've got a new design ribbon. When you click out of it, you don't have it. So when you click here, you have this design ribbon. What Excel now knows is that this area from here to here is a single set of data. It's a table, it's got a name, and you can allow it to grow, and you can connect things like charts and just now formulas to it. Just to see the power of them, as you can see here I've got a chart, and if you look, you'll see it's looking in this area here, goes to the bottom here. Now normally in a chart, if I went to the end here and added another item, I'd have to go and fix the chart and tell it there's one more item. But with a table, watch what we can do. I'm going to go here and put 1st of Feb 2007. Notice that as I click enter, can you see it's included it in the additional area. I'm going to put a second date in here, 2nd of Feb 2007. So you can see as you enter stuff right next to a table, it assumes it's part of the table. And just here I'm going to put some other details. I'll put a 0.2, so that's 2 hours. Everything else has been in minutes. And let's put a 12 hours. Let's see what's happened to our chart. You can see it immediately adapted. It immediately grew to include these 2 extra days. If we remove them, when we go back here, you'll see they're removed here. So what happens here is whatever you've built that's attached to a table, it will automatically know if you add items onto it or remove it, and it'll adjust the calculation or the chart. So just to show you another version of it, let's say we're going to build a SUMIF. So we want to know what is the total duration of all calls made to that number. So I can build my SUMIF. And this will work for VLOOKUP or any of those. We're going to say look in this range here. And notice that it no longer refers to cell references. It's called table file dialed number. Criteria, we're going to say look at whatever you see there. And what must it add up? The duration. And again, notice no reference to cell numbers. It talks about table 5, the column duration. When I say OK, copy it down. So what this now is doing is adding up all of these, which is great. But the important thing is that if I now add something on here, so let's go, I'm going to go take and duplicate, these are the top 5, so I'm going to come here and maybe take those and add them in. So notice that this one is 4 minutes 21. If I come here and put some new information in, firstly you can see it's part of the table. Secondly, you can see that it's now been included. Let's just check. And you'll see it's now adding that up, even though we didn't change the area. So some of these would have changed to reflect the new numbers. So by using a table, you have the ability to set it up once and then immediately be able to grow it or decrease it. And your calculations, your charts, everything will grow or decrease depending on how big the table actually is. If you look at the design tab, you'll see there's a whole bunch of other things you can do here. If you don't like the colors, you can change the colors. You'll see you can decide how you want to see things. And if you really don't like it, you can convert back to a range, which basically means keep the formatting but change back. Don't treat yourself as a table.